if you want another reason to not vote for Donald Trump, here's probably the most compelling reason. The Trumpite trolls, who I call the Trollumpites. And let me just put it this way. If you try to reason with the Trump trolls, then, well, there's another nickname for them, by the way. Nice alliteration to it, Trump trolls. Anyway, so if you try to mess with the Trump trolls, you basically pretty much get the point that if Donald Trump's voters are basically who they are, you get a pretty good idea of who Donald Trump is. Because those who are like the candidate are usually representative of the candidate. And the old saying goes, like attracts like. And when I say that these Trumpite trolls are trolls, I mean it. Even one person, when I tried to reason with him, he proved my point in terms of being the one throwing the temper and all that. When this one guy just continued to try to proselytize Trump on me, I had said that he had lost the argument with name calling and what have you, and I blocked him. And the other Trump troll said, no, you lost the argument when you lost your temper and started name calling or whatever it was, and then he called me a loser, and I'm like, no, he said, you lost the argument when you threw a temper and blocked him, loser, and I'm like, okay, then I think you pretty much proved my point. So look at who represents the candidates, and you don't have to look far to see a lot of whom Donald Trump has representing him. And so we already talked about how Donald Trump is a misogynistic racist, and also, by the way, how he apparently changed his stance today in terms of mass deportation of children of illegal immigrants and all that. Of course, so in the past, Donald Trump has talked about, quote unquote, when Mexico sends its people, they're not sending its best. So clearly he seems to assume that all Mexicans are illegals. And of course, again, he was also talking about mass deportation. That almost sounds a little too familiar in terms of something else. Now let me put it this way. Among a lot of these Mexicans are also a lot of Jews and crypto Jews. And for Jews and crypto Jews among the Mexicans, and for Jews in countries that surround Mexico, there should be a real clear alarm bell going off. Mass deportation, racism against Mexicans, stereotyping of all people in Mexico and coming from Mexico. Again, that should really ring alarm bells for especially our Jewish brothers and sisters in Mexico, and especially when Donald Trump has stereotyped Jews. So you have a misogynist, a racist, and an anti-Semite. By the way, remember if you need a specific stereotype, remember he stereotyped all of Jews as little short guys who wear yarmulkes every day. And he also attacked Jon Stewart as, quote-unquote, Jonathan Leibowitz in the, of course, most negative way possible. And so, like I said, keep going down that line and keep looking at the people who represent him. And as I said, the people who represent Donald Trump tend to be Trump trolls who are no better than this racist, misogynistic, anti-Semite for whom they're voting. And so, as I said, you just go down the line, you find not only that Donald Trump is dangerous, you also got a lot of dangerous people representing him. So just consider that if you're thinking about voting for Donald Trump.